Also, Benny Rickerford, who's now taken over at CDC. What just really very good leaders here. And for other businesses, if you want to do business, whether you're in Global Gateway, come to Clark. You've got professional people, staff, yourself. I mean, I first met you, you're at CDC, but professional people who have the best interest of Clark, Pampanga, Angeles, local community. But there has just been a great receptivity of local support. The mayors, congressmen, business community. I mean, it's very refreshing to come here and see that.
But is it okay first for you to tell us how much money you put up front to get this project, Mr.
Sure.
Dennis?
First, this project is very attractive for the Philippines. The negotiations took place over the better part of 2.5 years, and as I said, we did use Palafox as the design agent and the master planner. It was developed to the highest standards. KGL Investment Company has set up a Philippine entity called Global Gateway Development Corporation. Its president is Mark Williams. Mark is up here. He was here yesterday. He's down in Manila.
He was also with us during the groundbreaking, right?
He was here at groundbreaking, as the whole KGL team was. He has been an absolute, as much passion and enthusiasm he has the same thing. He's moving his office to Manila.
Okay.
From Kuwait.
From Kuwait, huh?
He's actually moving his office to here. KGL is putting an office in Manila. But Mark has been very supportive. Evan McBride, who has worked with him on the numbers, I don't know that I can disclose the exact amount, but I can tell you that it's several millions of U.S. dollars.
Yes.
Okay? Not pesos. And I'll say the word several because it definitely is several. And that was paid up front.
Up front.
So very attractive to the Philippine government. There are also, as the park is built, there are annual payments that get made to. So this was a very good package, I believe, for the Philippines. It was very good, I believe, for KGL Investor and clearly for us. But more importantly, it creates jobs, it stimulates the economy, it's going to help the Philippines. So most importantly,
everybody's happy.
But I think the Filipinos tremendously benefit across the spectrum.
And as you make money, CIAC makes money also.
Absolutely. They have a percentage of everything that we're going to get. And I think they would probably tell you this is one of the most attractive opportunities. I also want to give a special thank you to a couple gentlemen who have been our business partners. One is the former ambassador from the Philippines to the United States, Ambassador Raul Rabe, and his associate Jerry Stehmeyer, who have been absolutely the honest brokers in advising us through the business communities. Ambassador Raul Rabe, with his 6 years when he was ambassador to the U.S., understands the Philippine-American business communities. Also, Raul de Mesa, who's the president of Bank of Commerce, has been a very strong business financial advisor for us. Former Ambassador Albert Del Rosario, another business advisor for us. But we've been very blessed to be surrounded by just very good Filipino businessmen and advisors that helped us work here. We're very comfortable, but we still recognize that this is the Philippines, that we need to be part of the Philippine community, and we ought to be as Filipino as we can possibly do that. My Tagalog is not so good, but I have a pretty good vocabulary. I just have a hard time with the sentences.
Okay, and I'd like you to repeat how much money you're putting in. It's over $1 billion, right?
For the Aksyon investment in this project is right up front right now, we're burning through about 30 million U.S. in the roads, the utilities, the site development, the street lights, the fencing, the signage, landscaping, all of that infrastructure, 30 million, that's being done now. And people might say, well, when are we going to see the bulldozers in the field? Probably after the first of the year. Right now, it's not glamorous, but there's an awful lot of engineers and architects working in Palafox's office doing the planning.
The details.
We had a milestone meeting 2 days ago with KGL, the owner, and with CIAC that approved the development where we're at. We have to deliver that in mid-November to CIC. Contractually, we have to deliver that. We will probably start the real earnest work in the field shortly after the first year, the same as the civic projects. We're not going to do those civic projects until we're still hiring people, we're still ramping up.
Talking about hiring people, you said you need people right now to work for your office in Clark.
We do. We are looking for sales and marketing people.
Okay.
We're looking for construction managers, engineers, construction people, quality assurance, QA, HSE, health, safety, environmental. We're looking for accounting and finance.
HR.
We're really looking for ramping up the whole office to do this.
And people who are viewing us, where do they go?
Well, our office is literally across the street from Oriental Duty Free. It's
good for Oriental, huh?
The newest and best-looking building on the site. And same thing with contractors. We do have a telephone number.
Yes.
Very easy to remember, 045.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. 499-1100.
Okay, so it's going to be flashed on your screen also while...
So people can contact us, vendors, suppliers, construction companies. And when you ask, we didn't quite answer that, but we're talking $1 billion of vertical construction.
Vertical.
Now, we've got a 7-year phase. It's hard to predict the world economy.
Yes.
But we're looking at a construction period over about 7 years.
7 years.
Remember, this is bigger than Bonifacio or Makati Central. And so that doesn't build up overnight. But $1 billion of construction over that period of time. The first building will start also after the first year, which will house the KGL offices, our offices, Palafox. The commercial area, we've actually got some memorandums of intent.
Already.
Several big-name Filipino entities to locate there.
Yes.
And I think you're going to see, as we're able to start announcing it, people willing to come up here and put their businesses in here. So about $1 billion over that period of time. It's pretty significant.
That's a lot, huh?
It's a lot.
And more I think, will be coming in as...
I think with, and clearly, it's that perfect storm.
Yes.
You know, in Subic, you have Winstrom Computers, Acer, they've been there a long time. Hanjin, big names in Subic. Subic's done a great job. And here at Clark, you've got Texas Instruments coming in. There are a lot of other big names out there looking at coming in. You got Yokohama. You've got Nanox. In fact, I believe, Sonny, just this past week, there was a press release that Nanox and Yokohama, over $300 million of exports in the first 6 months of this year. So now with this project here, so you've got some real big names.
Okay, so you know, we can go on and on. There's a lot of good stories here, and this is good for the country. After you see everything that's happening worldwide, that's not so good. There's a lot of good news that Mr. Dennis Wright is telling us right now. So I'm going to give you a few more minutes, Mr. Dennis, to give us some more good news for our viewers. And we're not just being watched in Angeles City or in the Clark Freeport, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching several areas, several provinces in Bataan, Bulacan, Pampanga, soon in Tarlac. So, and this is not just good for the area that we have here. This is going to be good for the people of Bulacan, Bataan, also Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, the whole of Central Luzon, eventually the whole country. So, Mr. Dennis?
Very good point. First of all, that perfect storm we started with, maybe this is a good way to end. We started on a perfect storm, we end on a perfect storm. We've got the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway that makes from Clark, when the interchange is in, to Zambales, Bataan, 25 minutes. Of course, Tarlac is right next door. Bulacan, all of the provinces around here, 25 to 30 minutes to this site. 70,000 jobs. Those workers have to come from the entire surrounding area. A short commute from San Fernando, a short commute from Tarlac, a short commute from... Because in Metro Manila, the average Filipino commute's 45 minutes.
Right.
So from here, you can come all the way from Caloocan or Quezon City here in 45 minutes now with the expressway. The railroad come in, again, it opens up. So this is a huge stimulus. Now, the airport, there's public tendering going on to take the airport to 7 million passengers. And by the way, another very, very significant Kuwaiti group is interested, Qarafi. And
the Prime Minister of Kuwait just was a recent visitor to the country.
Yes, the Prime Minister was here August 5th, 14th, 15th, and 16th, and I was fortunate to be invited to the palace